To bring in, before I bring in the politicians, Yogesh Pandey, who represents the farmers. He's a farmer activist. And Mr. Swami, he'll bring in the voice of those people who live in our villages. Yogesh Pandey, how tough is it right now to get by in one of India's villages as a farmer?
Things are really scary. Things are really scary and people are in a real distress. Now, let's see what is the root cause of this problem. The problem was demonetization. When demonetization was taken in October, 3-4 months there was total lack of money supply in the rural part, and now we are facing the cascading effect of the same. What is the basic analysis of slowdown of economy? There is no demand. Now with the 70% population of India living in the rural part and nearly 58.5% people are directly employed in the agriculture sector. Now there is no money circulation in the rural part. Falling prices of commodities, agriculture, agro-produce, and people are not getting money. So that is one of the major reasons. Unless government pumps in money to the rural India and to the agriculture sector, demand is not going to rise. Now, when we look at the farmer's condition, what are the basic things he needs? He needs a basic infrastructure like proper roads, fertilizer, seeds, and then minimum support price for his produce. But despite of good monsoon, farmers in this nation are really looking to go towards government for the support, and that is one of the major cause. And let me share, I stay in city. It is very tough to survive. Forget others, even for myself, I don't know what is going to happen after 4-6 months. So things are out of control, and definitely government should take immediate cognizance. When the economy is in ICU, we don't need a long-term 2022 dreams about 2020. We need an immediate solution, and solution is immediate controlling the prices, fuel prices. Then the interest rate should be
let me bring in Sanju Verma. Let me bring in Sanju Verma of the Yogesh Pandey.
Speak, it is gospel.
Yogesh Pandey, for the average farmer, there was one more thing that hurt very badly, Yogesh Pandey, and that was the cattle slaughter ban. Demonetization and then the cattle slaughter ban for our Indian farmers, Yogesh. What happened?
Definitely. That was one of the very major reasons. But I just want to ask one question to Sanju ji. With us 28% GST on tractor trolley, what sort of policies these are? 6% GST on imported car and 28% GST on tractor trolley. Now tractor trolley is manufactured in small taluka places, villages. Small households and small entrepreneur manufacture a trolley. They are hit hard by 28% GST. Now what sort of policies are framed by this government? With 1,50,000 crore agriculture import, she didn't spoke about this. The good talk she gave for 3-4 minutes, but never touch that agriculture import. When we are speaking about pulses, inflation, who were the importers? And then what was the cascading effect? There was an ample stock, and Modi ji in somewhere in the world was saying, look, our farmers have grown so much pulses, and then what was the condition of the farmers? Today, we are not talking about the increase in the suicide of the farmers. Then when we are speaking that we are, economy is growing, economy developing, then what about the people? People are dying. Why can't we have smart villages? Never. Modi ji or on this government never spoke about smart villages.
Right, and I just want to rebut one thing. So Sanju Verma, you gave us a statistic about Maruti sales. Let me point out to you that it has been widely reported that those Maruti sales were sales that went to taxi drivers who were buying those small cars to use them for Ola and Uber and other aggregators, and that was the reason the sales went up.
Doesn't matter. There is demand in the economy.
It matters tremendously because that means that your statistics was false.
That is why sales happen fair.
One second.
There is demand in the economy. That is why
sales for the last 3 months.
No, that is an artificial demand in the economy, Sanju Verma.
I need to come in to clarify.
If we calmly look at those numbers.
Can I please complete, Faye?
One second. You're not letting me finish my question. Now, first of all,
can I complete, Faye? Why is it that you don't allow me to speak?
Because you're not letting me finish my question. How will you answer the question if you don't listen to the question, Sanju Verma? Maruti sold cars to Ola and Uber. Flipkart sold Chinese cell phones. And my final question to you is, do you believe that Mr. Yashwant Sinha, former finance minister of India, is completely wrong in the article he wrote in the newspaper this morning?
Okay, Faye, now please, you have been gracious to give me time. Let me complete. You said that not 1 rupee has come into the real estate sector. Please, Faye, educate yourself. Read the Collier's Jardine report. $9 billion of FDI and $32 billion by way of private equity investment. So, Faye, please read before you come for the debates that you anchor. $9 billion into real estate alone. So, please do not lecture me that not a single rupee has come. You stand corrected. And point number 2, if there is no rural demand, how is it that Escorts and Eicher Motors are reporting a 30 and a 40% growth in sales? Who's buying those tractors? Who is buying those tractors in rural areas? Why is Eicher Motors and Escorts, why are they showing a 30 or a 40% plus growth in sales for month after month? Who is buying those tractors?
And who are the people who are dying? Who are the people who are dying then?
The farmers have committed suicide, Sanju Verma. Who's going to drive those tractors?
You cannot ignore that fact. You cannot ignore that fact. Just the...
And also, let me point out to you, Sanju Verma, I am still the editor of real estate for ET Now, this sister network, in the network. Let me point out to you, the $9 billion that you talk about were just commitments. They have not been all deployed. It's sort of like Make in India. When you talk about how much you're going to set up, but the actual setup takes time. So that $9 billion that you're talking about has not been deployed. These were announcements that were made. Yeah. And most of them went to 1 or 2 companies.
It has come in. But you told not a single penny has come in. You said not a single penny has come in. You stand corrected. Okay. I gave you data.
Okay, Sanju Verma, do you believe that Yashwant Sinha was wrong? Do you believe that Yashwant Sinha was wrong, Sanju Verma?
Please learn to accept your mistake.
Do you believe that Sanju Verma was wrong? Do you believe that Yashwant Sinha was wrong, Sanju Verma? Do you believe that Yashwant Sinha was wrong?
You were wrong. You were indulging in whataboutery, Faye. You were indulging
Okay, you're not answering that question.
You said no.
So, Sanju Verma, when you're prepared to talk about Yashwant Sinha, I'll come back to you. Sanjay Cha, go ahead.
You said, oh, but it's not been deployed. Don't...
Yeah.